everybody, this is Kevin, and welcome back to another anime review. And once again, I would like to share my thoughts on the Black Clover anime, particularly episodes 142 to 157, which consists of the Devil Banishers / Believers filler arc, and the final bits of training prior to the Spade Kingdom invasion, the final arc of the series, for now anyway. So, where we left off, we met Queen Laura Pechka of the Heart Kingdom and also Gaja, one of the 5 spirit guardians, and we learned that the devil Mergicula had inflicted a curse on Queen Laura Pechka, and also Mergicula was the one who murdered Noelle's mother long ago, so Noelle has a grudge against this one. And, we've seen the carnage. They've attacked the Diamond Kingdom. They're slowly but surely taken over, and I'd mentioned that the way that the continent's structured, we have the Spade Kingdom in the north and the Strong Magic region, which divides all the other kingdoms, and the Clover Kingdom's in the middle, with Diamond to the east and Heart to the west. And if you notice, it's all named after, like, the cards, like Spade, Club, rather Clover is Club, Heart, and Diamond. So that's kind of interesting. But anyway. So it cuts back to the Black Bull headquarters with Noelle and Asta doing their training. And they run into this woman who basically is after the devils and kidnaps both Asta and Nero, and then elsewhere they kidnap Marie, all 3 of which were put on trial by Damnatio, and basically because Asta has the power of a devil in his grimoire, Nero, or Secre, her real name's Secre, but they continue to call her Nero, which I guess that's what they named her as the bird, so whatever, who has the devil horns because she used forbidden magic, as well as sealing magic, and then, of course, Marie, because she was an elf who was involved in all the carnage, and then Ghosh is having a complete meltdown because he's got, like, his Marie paintings, his Marie dolls, and his nose is bleeding. Like, what is his problem with the sister complex? Do people really have those problems? I mean, my God. But anyway, so he's having a meltdown, and they all go after them, and one of the guys involved is actually an underling of Damnatio, so they all begin to believe that it's Damnatio who's the one who basically kidnapped everybody, and I believe it's Ghosh who goes to try and attack him, and they're like, oh, we gotta calm down, and they all meet and basically figure out what they're gonna do, because, well, the Devil Banishers, as they call themselves, say that they're gonna have a public execution, they're gonna atone for their sins, and the one chick who's in charge, I forget their names, because they're like minor filler characters, so it doesn't really matter to me, but it's still a good little arc here, a few episodes. So, basically, there's a flashback to her during the whole elf reincarnation arc, where her husband and her mother-in-law died and by the hands of, the elves doing battle, the devils, all that shit. So basically she blames the devil, so wants to kill Asta so, she can get some satisfaction out of it. And, they kidnap them all. But actually, Nero is able to free Asta, but they still have Marie and Nero kidnapped, and they all have to come up with a plan to rescue him. But then it turns out that the chick leading this whole organization kills Damnatio's underling, and they're actually the devil believers, and they wear these masks, and they turn them upside down. Like, the masks are wearing the horns, and then they turn them upside down, and like, the horns are coming down here. I don't know what the hell that signifies, but basically they want to get the devil's powers because they're all weak mages. They have magic, but it's kind of useless. Like, the one chick whose, father and mother-in-law died, or sorry, husband and mother-in-law died, uses amplifying magic. So basically, whatever magic they use, she can sort of enhance it. So it's not really too useful. And they're making their trek across the Strong Magic region to essentially go to the Spade Kingdom and work for the devils. I don't know. It's kind of weird there. But anyway, they want to sacrifice, Nero and Marie as an offering. And all the Magic Knights make their way there. Yami makes his way there. William Vengeance, Nozel, Fagolion. And basically they have a plea to the people saying, look, we're sorry we fucked up, because basically all the resources were sent to the Clover Kingdom, and the Forsaken Realms and the Common Realms were left in the dust and dealing with all the carnage. And they swear an oath to protect them, and we have this scene where William Vengeance, I mentioned last time that he's been taking his mask off more, and he has his mask off in the eyes of his, companions, but to other people, not really. So he takes his mask off in front of all these commoners and Forsaken people, and says, look at me. Look how fucked up my face is, but I'm still a Magic Knight, and I'm doing my best. So we offer you, a home here, and we hope that you don't cross over to the Spade Kingdom where the enemy is. So most of the people return, but the head honchos there continue their treacherous trek across, and that's where they leave them. They're like, okay, good luck. So that's where that ends. And then we have some more filler training montages. Basically, that went on for like 10 episodes or so. And then to train some more, so we have episode 151, Clash, the Battle of the Magic Knight Squad Captains. So all the Magic Knights do battle with each other to hone their skills. And of course you have Jack, who's one of my favorites, who's just wreaking havoc. Yami used his Mana Zone, Dark Dimension / Equinox to help in the battle against Zagred, the devil. But now he's using it as an everyday move, and he uses it to defeat Dorothy. And I don't know, some of the Magic Knight captains, like, you can tell are top tier. Like, obviously Yami, William Vengeance, Flegolion, and Nozel. And then even I put Captain Jack up there. I think he's badass. And then Charlotte, just for her whole scenario. But, like, who really cares? And stuff like that. So, shit, now that I'm talking about that, I might as well do some housekeeping, because I missed out on some things, because some of the other videos are longer. So, in the midst of the elf reincarnation arc, when Rill was possessed by the elves, Charmy, who I'd mentioned went with Yuno to get into the Shadow Palace, she uses the cotton creation magic to summon the sheep. She uses it, and the sheep turns into a fucking wolf, and just, like, starts wreaking havoc, and it proves how OP she is. And she has, like, her little midget form where she's really, like, a chibi-looking character, but when she uses that magic, she turns to a full-grown adult. And she was the one who Rill saw after the battle was over, so he sort of fell in love with her. So there's been these scenes where he's falling in love with her and stuff, and sort of crushing on her, but Charmy likes Yuno. And, of course, Charlotte is in love with Yami, and there's a whole filler scene. Maybe it's not filler, maybe it's in the manga as well, but it sort of seemed like filler in the anime, where she's, like, all dolled up, going on a date with Yami. and she's all reserved, like, always, like, oh, prim and proper, but here she is, like, wearing a sexy outfit, like, sitting next to Yami. And Yami's whole thing too, like, a lot of times when he's not involved in battles, he's back in the Black Bull headquarters taking a dump, and Finral is basically the portal man to transport him to places and give him toilet paper. And she keeps making these weird faces at him, and he's like, what's the matter, you gotta take a dump or what? It's like, what the hell, dude? That's and it's getting her all squeamish because she's into, like, the proper talk and whatnot. So it's hilarious. I hope something happens with that eventually. So after all that, then we have episode 154, Vice Captain Longris Vaude. So that's Finral's brother. I think he's a little shit, but basically he's the vice captain of the Golden Dawn, and he challenges Yuno to a battle, and whoever wins will be exiled, and whoever loses will be exiled. Whoever wins will be the new vice captain. Of course, Yuno wins, and Longris is like, I wanted to leave anyway. It was all theatrics to get me to leave. So he's a little shit. I don't really care for him too much, but some people like Longris, I guess. Then we have, our heroes training with the 5 Spirit Guardians. And I'll show you them. Might as well. So we met Gaja, sorry. He's the Thunder Spirit Guardian. And there's a few others. Obviously all the different elements in the Heart Kingdom. So you have the Heart Kingdom, Laura Petchka, and she has the Water Spirit Undine. You have Gaja, who's the Thunder. This guy, Potroff, I think he's like the Green. Floga is the Fire. Smurik is Wind. And Serato is Earth. So, with Thunder, we have Luck training with him. Over here, what's this guy? This is Fire, so Leopold's training with him. Finral trains with this guy. So everyone's training with everyone else. And eventually, the 6 months passed, and everyone's improved. And you see, Asta has, like, he's not even wearing a shirt anymore. He's got, like, these giant-ass muscles and pecs and everything. Charmy has literally turned to a giant balloon from eating so much. And it's cool to see the characters age, because when the series started, all our characters were 15, and now they're 17. That much time has passed, so I think that's a nice touch. And you can see they've changed. Some of them have changed their hairstyles, and they're getting ready for the final battle against the Spade Kingdom. So that's really with this video. My next video will be talking about the final few episodes. I'm going to do a video talking about episode 158 to 169, and I'm going to do a separate video talking about 170 and the future of the series. So stay tuned for those videos coming soon. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day, everybody.